Hello and welcome to this pick a card reading today. If you're new to my channel, welcome, happy to have you. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much, welcome back. Just clearing the Sacred Forest Oracle mini and prepping for today's reading, which is advice from your transformation guides, which I love this topic. We're going to get advice from your transformation guides. Transformation guides help you transition. They help you obviously transform. They help you to move through the changes and the markers and new opportunity. They help you move from endings and simultaneous new beginnings smoothly. So today we're going to be asking for their advice. We're choosing 4 cards together. If you don't know me, my name is Jody. I am an intuitive mentor and channel, which means it's my job, thank you, to listen to spirit and to provide the divine messages that are coming through for you. You can find out all about me and my services anytime at thespiritexperience.com. Quick reminder as well that this is a collective reading. It's a general reading. Just let me see if no. Not an individual reading. So just pay attention as you're moving through your reading to the nuggets and information and advice in this case that is resonating with you, and you can just leave the rest. All right, and pile 4. All right, I am going to give you a look at these so you can ask your intuition and trust your intuition to help you choose which reading is going to be calling to you, give you the advice you need, which pile is going to help you understand what your transformation guides are trying to tell you. So, group 1, card 1, Spirit Guardian of Winter, Retreat. Card 38, Retreat is the energy. Important for me to say this is a timeless reading whenever you find it. At that time, you are meant to receive the advice from your transformation guides. Card 2, Rainbow Waterfall, Miracles. We've got some butterflies there, a rainbow, of course. Card 31, number 31. That's group 2, reading number 2. Reading 3, card 3, Unicorn, Purity. Card number 45. Okay. And finally, group number 4, card 4, Meandering Pathway, Flow. Card number 24. All right, so take a moment, ask your intuition, which card is calling to you, which pile, which reading is calling to you. You can ask your transformation guides, which pile would they like you to listen to? And once you've made your selection, you can head right down below to the timestamps and jump right ahead to your reading. Hello, group 1, and welcome to your reading. Today we're getting advice from your transformation guides, and if you're listening to this, then you chose the Spirit Guardian of Winter, the first card all the way to the left with Retreat. I love this snow globe. I'm a big fan of winter. I love the winter season. It's my favorite season. 3811. Which is a balancing energy, as well as the High Priestess, 11-2. You may need to take a break. Obviously, that's pretty clear right off the bat if you're picking this pile. Also, this could be you needing to just go within and have some time alone to help you through whatever transition it is that you're going through or you're moving through. I'm gonna pull a card from the Healing with the Fairies deck for you, just to start. And I'm also going to pull the Secret Language of Color cards. I'm gonna pull a card from this for you as well, group 1, for the close of your reading. This will give us a good idea of a tool you can use in the form of color and what it represents to help you through that transition, which I thought was really, whoa, this? No, they said I can see it. It's this one, isn't it? Is it? Yes, thank you. Okay. I thought it was interesting they wanted me to use the color cards because we do have color guides, so maybe your transformation guides are working with the color guides, or maybe they just invited them in for these readings. Let's see what we have under the Healing with the Fairies card for you. Ooh, stand your ground. So retreat and stand your ground. So this is about boundaries. They just said knowing that you're right. Sometimes, you know, we can waffle in our mind back and forth, right? Group one, where we're trying to figure out, am I overreacting? Am I right in this situation? Or things within us are not clear. And so clearly your transformation guides are telling you need a break here. And it feels like to get clear, you can see she has this wand with a crystal at the top, which is a channeling tool for sure, helping her to assert her own inner power. Thank you. And like I said, creating the boundaries. That really helps. So I'm assuming that you're probably correct or right about something, group one, and there needs to be some sort of a timeout that they're asking for. We're just gonna pull some more cards and see what you've got going on. Look at that, temperance energy. Temperance energy is balance, moderation, patience, the middle road. The Five of Wands, which can be a conflict or a competition type energy. So maybe you've been in conflict with someone, or there's been a conflicting situation. Also, it can be a preparing card. Okay, yeah, they said continue, please. Okay. We'll get your cards to see first. And the Nine of Wands for you, group one. It looks like she's ready, right? The Nine of Wands in general is a resiliency card. You've made it to a certain place. You're ready to look at stand your ground, right? That's exactly what she's doing. I am gonna get one more we're gonna build a little cute little pyramid here. And so I'm gonna get one more for the end, and we'll look at that there. And they've asked me for both of the tarot we're using today, which this is the Mystic Mondays, to look at the bottom and take the bottom. Four of Cups in the reverse position. Okay, so the Four of Cups energy, I'll start with that, is understanding that you're being offered something, as you can see up right here, a gift from the universe, or probably here in this instance from your transformation guides. So there's something, they just said there's something you're missing. There's something you're not seeing. There's something you're not realizing because this card is showing up reversed. Hence the need for taking a break or retreating, especially to find some balance here. It's actually going to prepare you to stand your ground, it looks like. So your transformation guides are telling you, in order to move through this smoothly and to feel more prepared, it's going to be important for you to stand your ground. And in order to do that, you are going to need to prepare to do that, which means you're going to need to take a break so that you can prepare. And this also, the preparation energy comes because you get back to this temperance card, this balanced energy. Okay, so you may have been, like they keep using the word waffling. That is not a word I would generally use, group one. You may have been waffling here in your mind. Although we don't have any swords, I feel like that's where it is. Wondering, and you're trying to go within you're trying to go within yourself. Maybe you're asking about it. Maybe you're asking spirit about it. How do I move through this? How do I assert my power? How do I feel really good about where I'm at, or what I need to do, say, what kind of choice I need to make, and stand your ground, right? Because I keep feeling like you're right about something. There's something that you may be wondering about, or you may be thinking about, or you may be just knowing. So like an intuitive hit that you're getting. And it feels like it's right, or at least it's on track. It's like right on track. even though you may not have all the details, or you might not have the proof, is how they're saying it. You might not have the proof. In order for you to stop the waffling energy, you have to take a break here, because it will help you to understand and prepare where it is you need to stand your ground, how it's best for you to stand your ground, what to do, what to say in that situation, so that you can transition and transform either the situation, probably yourself, nodding, so yourself. Let's see what we get here. Yeah, okay. 6 of Swords in the reverse position. This is a card, I'll show you upright, of transition. This is spirit guiding from a challenging time, usually. So you can see right here that they're asking you to get to a more balanced state, and they're going to help you prepare, right? And so I would definitely, because this is coming up reversed, I would plan some time to get away or take a break, or at least consciously understand that it's not going to help you, because here's the swords. I was saying, you know, there's no swords here, which swords indicate, you know, your mind, communication, thinking about things, being able to listen to spirit, and also to be able to communicate verbally. They can be about your inner truth. And so they're telling you here not to avoid the transition, because it's part of the transformation. Okay, so whatever it is that you're, yeah, it feels like you need more information, right? And they don't want you to avoid taking the break to get balanced, because it's what's going to actually help you prepare to stand your ground in this situation, which is going to transform things in the end. Of course, the standing your ground piece is such an important piece, because we're getting it really here twice. And that's what's going to create this more grounded energy around the transformation. So things are going to change as the result of you standing your ground. Things are already probably starting to change, or you may be really frustrated, annoyed with something, or you're trying to work through something. And as I said, the waffling energy. And so they're asking you to take a break, because they're going to guide you and help you. So you want to be connecting to spirit, because this card always indicates spirit is helping you through the transition. And so your transformation guides are just telling you, in order for you to, it's really the word transition they keep using, transition or transform, we need you to take a break, because there's something that you're missing. There's something that you're missing, and this energy gives it to you. I'll grab one more here. Thank you. Yes, the Fool card. Again, in the reversed. You see the diamond? You see this? This is like an amethyst or crystal here. The crystal. Okay. So you need these transformation guides to help you through this, clearly, to guide you. See, she's got her eyes closed. The Fool card is all about a new path. It's the first card in the Major Arcana. It's the first card in the Tarot. It's card 0. And so this indicates there is a new beginning. You're transforming, of course, and transitioning into something brand new. And it's going to need you to assert your power in a grounded way, in a way that feels really good. Because you're getting it reversed, the confusion that's happening, this energy, it can be stopping you from feeling like it's all right to embark upon this new path, or it's hesitation energy. And so again, they're kind of warning you, like, or telling you, there is a new path afoot, is how they're saying it. There's a new path afoot. But if you're feeling like you're not ready for this new beginning, you're unsure about it, you don't know where to place your power, you don't know what to say, they're going to help you figure that out, okay? The transformation happens on the back of this for sure, and it's already begun. And so you've got to be able to talk to your transformation guides, talk to your communication guides, ask them for help, because it is connected to a new path. Now, again, we're going to check the bottom card here. Yes, Page of Wands. Okay. Look how excited and she looks. So this new path is connected to something that's inspiring. That's something that's exciting, they just said. It's exciting. So that's what's ahead of you. After this transformation happens, you feel much more grounded, and then you can tap into the Page of Wands energy, which is all about being super inspired, getting to explore new things, getting excited about it, and moving forward, following your passion, And again, because you've got this Four of Cups here in the reverse position, and they said, you're really missing something from us here. We need you to take a break, get balanced. We're going to help you through the transition to plan to be able to embark upon this new path with resilience, to be able to stand your ground where you need to stand your ground. This is going to help you through that transformation altogether. You need this piece of information in order to tap into this. So I would not at all hesitate planning a break, taking a break, letting it go for a bit, surrendering over, talking to your transformation guides for sure, asking them, what will you have me do? What do you have to tell me today? Let's see how this closes out. Yes, okay. With the Knight of Pentacles in the upright, the Knight of Pentacles is all knights move things forward. They're movement cards. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight. So this may take some time. This transformation may take some time. And so maybe there are little breaks that you're planning for yourself. They're talking about clocking out. They're talking about clocking out. They are talking about clocking out at a certain time. So maybe it's a bigger commitment to taking breaks or a new way to do things, which helps you ultimately move forward. It's like step-by-step energy. It feels connected to routine, like it's something that you might do differently every single day. And this is part of the transformation. Looking at a new way to run your day or end your day is really how they're saying it, because of the clocking out line that they were talking about. So maybe you decide, you know what, I'm not going to work past this hour anymore, and I'm going to do what I want to do, or I'm going to go spend time with my family, or I'm going to shut off my, my phone, my what have you. It's like disconnecting. This is also like a very reliable movement. So you're definitely moving through the transformation, and they're telling you that it's not a rushed energy at all. Instead, it's like this really balanced movement forward onto a new path. Your life is transforming sort of as a whole. So this may really change the way that you think about, they just said everything. The way that you think about everything in the future. You're certainly going to feel much more confident here embarking upon this new path once this transformation really sets in and the transition is apparent, if it's not already. They are just asking you to really take a moment, take a break, and perhaps make it part of your regularly scheduled programming, okay? Your regularly scheduled programming, as they said. Because in the end, the transformation allows you to not only feel more confident, group one, but to create a different style of life, is how they said. Style of life for yourself, which feels much more geared to the temperance energy, where it's balanced. You're moving forward still, but it's in this structured kind of way where you don't have to be either overworked or your energy isn't being depleted all the time in the same way. Okay, this ends at this time. I'm making commitment to do that. I'm standing my ground on that, right? Maybe that's what it is. But it is going to take some planning on your part with the help of your transformation guides, because they're trying to get this message to you. They're trying to get you to understand this. And as you can see, she gets this. She lights this cup up. She understands this information by taking a break, by going within, by reconnecting, by having a bit of a retreat. And see, it's nice that that's in a crystal ball. This is in a little crystal ball here. So there's a piece of information that they're definitely going to be bringing into you. And I wouldn't be surprised if, as you step into your confidence and as you step into this resiliency kind of energy and you feel comfortable and confident standing your ground as you move forward and moving through the transition onto this new path. You'll feel things transforming, and it's really going to start sparking things for you because this is a young energy. I mean, look at her. She's like, yes, absolutely. And might we add, is this a crystal? Looks like another one that could have a crystal on it here. See, standing your ground leads to inspiration, excitement, passion, a new inspired way to live your life. Really, this feels like a big transformation that's going to have lasting results for you, group one. Okay, let us see what color card you have under here. What can you align with? Woo, ruby. So grounding energy. Another gem energy here. They're saying ruby for some, meaning like the actual stone. Some of you may be called to wear rubies, buy a ruby, carry around a ruby stone. You may really feel aligned with that, they're saying, for some of you. It's also the 8. Number 8 is the strength card. Again, this resilience energy, this idea of being grounded and strong and setting these new boundaries and embarking upon a new path where it just feels like you have more control. Ruby, rejuvenate your body. So again, this is about taking a break, giving yourself a rest. Your mind is part of and connected to your body, giving your mind a break from that waffling energy, grounding yourself, and then reconnecting. It's really difficult to be reconnected or connected to spirit and to hear your transformation guides or feel them or receive the signs and messages from any guides if you're not first grounded. So they're telling you here, connect with that grounding, rooted energy. We need you to stop, take a break, rebalance, reset, reground yourself, rejuvenate your body. So pay attention to your physical self. And that's going to help you get reconnected, have a really great plan that you feel really good about, that's going to transform the way that you live your daily life. That's how I want to say it. Now, I'm going to shuffle these blindly because, as you can see, to close out your reading, getting into the Vortex deck. This is an Esther and Jerry Hicks deck because I don't want to be, I'm shuffling them blindly because I don't want to be able to see if they tell me to stop. What's on top? This? Yes. Okay, so it's the top card here. Life is supposed to be good for me. So final bit of advice for you, group one, from your transformation guides. Let's see. This is a 58, doing math, 13, the death card. Yes, transformation, all right. They're ending it with this. Life is supposed to be good for me. Let's see what it says from your transformation guides. That is our strongest message to you. Life is supposed to be good for you. Do your best to find the best of the positive aspects that surround you. Look for things to appreciate, even if there aren't that many. Look for things to feel good about. Give your attention as best you can to the things that are going on in your experience with the determination to train yourself into the best feeling vibration that you can find right here and now. So that's a focus. Along with this Ruby card, it's a focus on presence and understanding that as this transformation is happening, something is closing, something new is beginning clearly for you, and you're going to move forward steadily as you reconnect. This is part of the retreat energy as well for you, group number one, right? Taking the break may allow you to start seeing things in a different perspective and give your attention to the best things that are going on in your experience. If things have been difficult and hard, you need the break in order to refocus your attention on the good because, of course, life is supposed to be good for you. Okay? And if it hasn't been feeling that way, your transformation guides have arrived to help you and direct you with what to do. And they're certainly going to be chatting it up with you, sending you signs and messages if you allow, because they're helping you through the transition. Remember, they're helping you regain your confidence, reground as you decide, hopefully, to take that break. Beautiful energy, definitely a lot of support. And I feel like you're just gonna, like I said, it feels like a different life on the other side of the transformation, a different way to do daily life. Well, group number 1, I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you found it helpful, you can let me know by giving it a thumbs up or leave me a comment down below. Love to hear about how this resonated with you. If you know somebody else who might find it helpful, feel free to share it with them, of course. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so the next time I post a pick a card reading, you'll be notified. I am excited for you, group number 1. I feel like you're going to be coming out of this transformation and this transition feeling much more connected, much more grounded, much more confident, and really ready to embark upon your path step by step in a new way to live, a new way to be and exist, and it's really going to inspire you. I hope that this served you. Thank you so much, group number 1. Hello, group 2, and welcome to your reading. If you're listening to this, then you chose the second card, the Rainbow Waterfall with Miracles. Love this card. The butterflies are showing up here in this card for you. Along with the 31, we're getting advice from your transformation guides, and this card screams transformation. The 31-4 tells me that this is going to lead you to a place that is much more grounded, that feels much more stable. 4s are about stability. 4 is the Emperor card. This is a structured leader that knows things are all set. He makes decisions in a way that is really abundant because he is very grounded. And he takes care of his empire and knows how to do so. Because you've got the Miracles card, I would look for indications. If you're seeing butterflies or rainbows, probably important to notice that your transformation guides are present, helping you with that. And noticing and expecting miracles will be a big part of this transformation for you as well. Because miracles come in all different kinds of forms, group 2. Sometimes we totally overlook the tiniest miracle in our day. So once you start expecting them from spirit, and in this case, your transformation guides, you're going to begin to notice how they are shaping your life and how they're helping you through this transition, this transformation, this rebirth energy. So I just pulled from the Healing with the Fairies for us to kick off your reading there, and I'm just going to grab a card from the Secret Language of Color deck for the end of your reading. This will be a color that you can work with or align with to help you through the transformation. Okay, let's see what we have under Healing with the Fairies. Honoring your true feelings. Lots of water, more waterfalls here. Honoring your true feelings. Just going to look at this a little closer because they're asking me to. It looks like she's taking some time out to weave something beautiful. Looks like spider web energy, which is about weaving or building and creating something beautiful. Yeah, they just keep saying that word, beautiful. Water may also help you because we have 2 waterfalls here. So you may find your transformation guides near a waterfall if you're looking to go and hang out by one. You may see miracles popping up there. So this is an emotional piece. They're talking about some of you avoiding your true feelings, and maybe they come in flashes, and then King of Wands reversed. We're going to pull here and see what else they have to give me for you, group 2. That some of you guys they were saying some of you guys feel it comes up, but then you kind of squash it or push it back down. And you kind of don't want to look at it. This is too many. All back in, thank you. You don't want to look at it. And they're going to need you to do that, right? It's a call to go within. I'm going to take the ones that are showing, okay? So Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles, they want that first. Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords, both showing up reversed. there. These are all court cards, all reversed. Let's see. All different suits as well. Group 2. What is this about? They just said this has been coming for a while. This has been coming for a while, they said. I just want to see what they're talking about here for a second, group 2. Okay, so King of Wands. King of Wands energy. Obviously, the king is the master of the suit. I'll show this to you upright. He is an amazing, inspiring leader. He is a visionary. He moves with a very stable, powerful fire, okay? And he's reversed. So maybe you're questioning... This is very male, masculine energy. Questioning your next move. Questioning something about money and the physical next steps. Also questioning the insights you're getting with these two knights. So the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. Questioning the insights, they said. Questioning the next move. It's like this guy's looking from here to there. I'm not sure. I feel like you've been questioning yourself, but they said this has been coming for a while. So this transformation is apparent in your life. It's meant to happen. They are supporting you. Your transformation guides are supporting you to move towards stability, because I'm getting the feeling you're not feeling super stable right now. And it's probably because you need to take a look within yourself and actually, it's like they're saying your feelings matter. Your feelings matter. And they're going to be showing up in the way of miracles. Again, miracles are happening all the time. You, group 2, are meant to start noticing them. And I would throw gratitude out everywhere for every little thing you're seeing that you are observing as a miracle. Because it just feels like it's been really hard for you to move through this or move forward or feel like you could take the lead in your life, or that if you did honor your feelings, they would be kind of stunted. Maybe you've tried things. Yeah, it's like sometimes the King of Wands is too impulsive. He can get angry. He can be, well, when you think about how you can use fire for destruction, right? That's how this, so it just feels like you've tried stopping and starting energy. So again, this transformation may have been coming on or have been happening for a while. And your feelings matter. That's what they keep saying. Your feelings matter. They're a big part of this. And you can expect miracles on the back of honoring your feelings. But I just feel like it's been hard for you to move forward or to trust yourself, because you may have been like sort of trying to do something and pulling, like detaching. And it just didn't work out the way you wanted it to. You try to make a move, then you try to plan something, it doesn't work. You think you're getting insights, but you're not sure. Okay, I'm gonna pull one more card here for the bottom. We're gonna build a little pyramid here. Okay, thank you. And they've asked me to look at the bottom of the deck for both of the tarot, both this tarot deck, which is the Mystic Mondays, and the Light Seers, which we'll be using, so we'll take a look. Okay. You've got the Hanged Man there, or the Hanged Woman, excuse me, on the bottom there. She's giving you this message of time to take a break and see things from a whole different perspective. And boy, are you going to be accepting miracles into your life when you do that. So this is a direct line in for you. I feel like these cards are acknowledging what it is you've been dealing with and how you've been trying to move through this transformation. And Spirit and your transformation guides are telling you, we need you to look at things from a different perspective. Not only to be able to observe and view the miracles as they're going to be plentiful, is the word they're using, but to actually take some time to honor your feelings, because this is the jam. They said, this is the jam. This is the key, right? The Hanged Man or the Hanged Woman in this case, is a call to surrender. It's a call to pausing, taking a break, taking a moment and releasing, and then you get to see something totally different. Look, she's upside down, just like all of these knights and this king. All different suits. So you've got stuff in different areas of life going on. Yeah, you may have made investments, they said. You may have made investments here that didn't turn out the way that you thought, or you're confused about what you should invest. It's a lot of confusion. It's got to stop. So the hanged person, the hanged woman, she purposefully gets on, in this case, an acrobatic line, rope, I don't know what you call this, purposefully puts herself there in order to take a break away from the world, to take a break for a second and look at it totally differently. So I don't think it's a mistake that these are meant to be upright, but they're reversed, and she's meant to be upside down, and you're getting her here at the bottom of the deck, like hanging upside down. This is the key to getting through this transformation much more smoothly, they said. It feels complicated. I'm not going to lie, group 2. Your transformation energy feels complicated, which is probably why they're like, we're bringing in the miracles. Here they come. Let's see if they're going to notice. Let's see if they're going to notice. And your job is to hang upside down or take a break, take a pause, right? Surrender it over, start viewing the miracles, start looking for them, and then tapping into your inner self. So this allows you to do that. The time, the space, it allows you to, like they just said, what else is she doing? But sitting there and asking herself about how it is that she feels. What do I feel about this? What am I thinking about this? We're going to pull 2 here. The 2 of Cups in the reverse position. And the Star card in the reverse position. Star energy. I'll set this down because we will look at the bottom. Okay, the 2 of Cups energy, I'll let you see this upright. It's a beautiful card. It's a joining of forces, they just said. It's a joining of forces. It's about beautiful relationships, relationships that are heart-centered, and they, collaboration, combination? It's like a collaborative combination. And as you can see, they're intertwined together. We're getting this reverse, so this could indicate that there have been some relationships in your life that are transforming or that have been transforming. And they may be very heart-centered relationships. They could be work relationships, however it's landing for you. And you've probably been trying your best to, it's like, figure out what to do. You may have really tried. This could, if this is a work relationship, it may be connected, as I said, to money or making investments. You may be in a relationship with somebody who stunts that. Stunts it is how they're saying. Part of the Hanged Woman guidance is to take a look at how you feel about this union, is how they're putting it. And the Star card is a beautiful card of hope and faith and being able to, you see her? She's got a line up to the beautiful star. She believes. So maybe you have lost some belief because you feel like, I don't know what else to do. I can't get the clear insights. I'm not sure which way to go, what to do. And your transformation guides are coming in to say, your feelings matter. They're a path to helping you understand what to do. And we've got the 3 of Pentacles in the reversed. So again, this is collaboration to build something. Community energy. So maybe there are 3 people involved in this. 3 of Pentacles in the reverse position. This is sort of similar to the guidance of group 1 because they had the retreat card. So you may, if you were called, if you couldn't choose between those 2, you might want to listen to group 1 as well. But as you can see, these 3 people are all working together to build this. To make it is how they said it. And so you may have found that there's certain just relationships in your life that are not working. And again, this could be in work. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. If it is for you, a massive pause is needed because they want to be able, your transformation guides really want to be able to provide insight for you to feel like you can move forward, like to write these cards, to make them turn upright. And the miracles are going to come in to help you be able to do that. But first, you need to listen. It's like you need to listen within to your own self and your own feelings. And they're asking you to listen to them as well. I would also take a break and thank you. Okay. It's taking a break from whatever it is you've been working on. That's how they're saying it. So again, however this is landing for you, group 2, if you've been working with, it could be, literally could be anything. It could be family members. It could be a work situation. If you've been trying and trying to collaborate and it's just not moving forward, you're trying your best to get the best insights, to do what you can, trying and trying and trying, they're asking you to take a break. Take a break because the transformation happens in the way they're saying it is in the dead space. I would have called that the void. I asked, they said, they didn't say it that way. So in the dead space here, in the break, in the pause, the transformation begins to happen. The insight begins to happen. The forward movement begins to happen in the pause. It's like you'll know when to move forward. You're going to be receiving miracles. Lest us not forget is how they just say it. We'll be bringing this in. We'll be taking care of it. You've also got 3 butterflies and the 3 of Pentacles. So this may very well be you're looking at the relationships and the relationship dynamics. And if you haven't been able to figure out, and no matter what you've tried, you're just losing faith. You know, the Star card says you might be lacking faith or hope, or you might have begun to not trust yourself anymore because you've just been trying and it's like, this isn't moving the way I want it to or the way I thought it would, or what's going on here? This isn't working. We're not working together the way I want, or it's like I toss this out there and it doesn't come back the way I feel like I'm not communicating right. Like it just feels like a lot of confusion and the need for a pause, and spirit and your transformation guides are going to bring things in for you to be able to see more clearly, for you to be able to know what the next step is, to see more clearly, to know what the next step is, and actually move it forward. You may have some great creative inspiration in that break, especially to do with the collaboration energy that you have. But first things first, in the break, you're honoring your feelings. Let's see what we have under here. Oh, yes. See that? Boom. Opportunity awaits. That's what they said. Opportunity awaits. Look at that path. Looks fun. The 2 of Wands is a planning energy for sure. So it's like you'll have the plan. You'll know which road to take. You'll know which way to go. And don't these just look very much like these? It's like, again, the break, the pause, gives you the direction that you're meant to go in. And your transformation guides are all over this. Miraculous insights, right? Knowing exactly what next step to take, knowing exactly which path to go on. This is interesting too, because this to me just looks like one path. And that's why they said opportunity awaits. You've got the 2 Wands here. Sometimes the 2 of Wands can really feel like it is this or that, like a choice. This doesn't feel that way to me at all for you, group 2. You may be trying to decide between 2 people or 2 choices or 2 paths or 2 projects, you know, or 2 groups, they just said. You may be trying to decide at this point, and it needs the rest. It needs the break, because the break literally ushers you forward to the middle path, they said. So you'll know. They'll tell you. I feel like they're going to tell you. But again, they're going to be, your transformation guides will be watching and wondering and looking to see, because if you are receiving this message right now, then you've heard this, which is your feelings matter. You've got to take a break to honor those. It will restore your hope and faith in the relationships that they're talking about here, or the relationship. And it's going to give you creative solutions to help you plan for the future, to help you progress forward. Opportunity awaits on the back of the break. Awesome. That's great. That's great news, group 2. Miracles and opportunity are ahead. If you, it feels like they're going to be watching for this. And that's often what Spirit does, right? They watch, they provide guidance, then they'll watch and see what it is we do with it. Because of course, Spirit can't force us. Your transformation guides cannot force you to take a pause and access your feelings and honor them and start to believe and restore your hope in yourself. Because I feel like, again, you've probably started to not trust yourself so much because things just haven't been, it's like you think you got something and then it just doesn't turn out that way. They're trying to lead you in a different direction or point you towards this path, whatever this path is. And you may have begun to lose faith in yourself, to lose faith in the group, to lose faith in the relationship. But all it needs is a pause and a listening. And in that pause, your first priority and your first order of business, group 2, is to honor your true feelings. Actually allow yourself to tap in and tell yourself the truth about how it is that you're feeling. And that's what they're going to be watching for, because the signs and the symbols and the messages and the insights are all going to come in, flooding in. They just said, all going to come flooding in. Once you are truthful to yourself and to Spirit. You don't have to tell anybody else if you don't want to, right? That's the beauty of Spirit and your guides and your team. They're very good at keeping secrets, I suppose. You don't have to tell anybody else, but they need you to tell yourself first. And they'll hear it and they'll acknowledge it, and the insights will start flooding in on how to actually move forward. And this beautiful opportunity will show up. This path will reveal itself. Thank you. Okay, let's see what you've got under this color card to lead you forward, to use, to vibrate with. Coral. Very second chakra. Creativity, inspiration, orange. Allow flow and synchronicity into your life. Okay. They said they know what it means. So maybe you've been really trying to control things too much, the way things are going to work out, and the break is needed, allowing the flow. And the synchronicity is a nod to miracles. It's a nod to Spirit, right? It's a nod to the divine timing and the divine opportunity and what they're going to, the divine order that they're going to bring it in. I really just, again, I'm going to say, make sure that you honor your feelings, because they're going to be looking for it. They're going to be listening for it, right, as well. So this is Spirit telling you, access your second chakra. Your second chakra is about passion, creativity, sexuality, inspiration, and of course, your emotions. So not surprising that you're getting coral here. They're wanting you to allow your emotions to flow and to look out for these miracles, synchronicities in your life. That's a nod to the miracles. You also got an 18-9 here, which is the Hermit energy, which is all about solitude, going within yourself, listening to your inner guidance, and in this case, because it's coupled with the orange and second chakra energy, listening to your feelings, allowing that to guide you or to open you up. They just said to open you up. Okay, I am going to close out your reading with Getting into the Vortex card. This is an Esther and Jari Hicks, so Abraham deck. I'm going to shuffle blindly because I don't want to see the cards and what they say. And we'll see what final advice your transformation guides have for you. Group number 2. Okay, let's see. Ooh. You got 2 people here connected. Similar to this energy. Similar to the 2 of Cups energy. Okay, it says, our source is one of love, not condemnation. Let's see. It's a 32-5, which is about the Hierophant, which is spiritual wisdom. Again, connection energy, making a commitment, taking a break to connect. Also can be about rules, the Hierophant. They're talking about the word condemnation, which is like, stay within the rules, do the things. You have to do it this way. You have to do control energy and conforming. So you may have been really trying to kind of fit into boxes, and there may be something much more inspiring available to you. Okay, group number 2. Let's see what it says. Final guidance from your transformation guides. When you pay attention to the way you feel and deliberately choose more thoughts that feel good while you think them, you will begin to recognize the nature of your broader non-physical desires. The majority of negative emotions that you feel are not because the subject of your thought is wrong, but instead because you are condemning something that your source does not condemn. Your source is one of love, not one of condemnation. A lot of beating, it's like beating yourself up. Again, maybe you've not been trusting yourself here. And it makes sense. It's not that it doesn't make sense. It's just what they're giving you here is loving yourself. Our source is one of love, not condemnation. Spirit is never going to be saying things to you that are rude, just FYI, or pessimistic or negative. They don't roll like that. And your transformation guides will be encouraging you along the way. They would never say those things to you. And so if you've been condemning yourself, that's a good place to start. Like they keep saying, your feelings matter. It's okay to feel however it is that you feel. Get in touch with your emotions and back into loving yourself. You're condemning something that your source does not condemn. By that, she means spirit, the universe, etc. In this case, your transformation guide. So if you're feeling negative emotions, it's because you're beating yourself up or you're condemning something that your transformation guides are not upset at all about. It's not how they roll. It's not how it works. And so starting to love yourself and open up to loving yourself, allowing yourself to express your true feelings is a start, and then returning to your heart center to love yourself and not condemn yourself or anybody else in that case. But first start with you. They just said, first start with you is going to be very important for you, because I'm getting this energy of relationships, right? Because we've got the 2 of Cups there reversed, and also you've got 2 beings here really connected together. So first, you stop beating yourself up. You start really loving yourself, allowing yourself to feel, and knowing that that's okay, that your feelings do matter, that there's nothing wrong with how you feel. And this opens you up to be able to love yourself again and see what comes of it, to hear the guidance, to be able to get the insights, to restore your hope, restore your faith, and actually embark upon this opportunity. Things are changing and transforming for you to move closer to love, for you to move into love, really, and be able to start loving yourself again and trusting yourself again. Honoring your feelings is a big, big part of this. And the synchronicities and the miracles will be happening for you, group 2, for sure, because your transformation guides are like fully on board as you transition and as you move through this transformation to love. Group 2, I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you found this helpful, you can let me know by giving it a thumbs up or leave me a comment down below. I'd love to hear about your transformation. If you know someone else that would find it helpful, feel free to share it with them. And of course, don't forget to subscribe or hit the little notification bell so that the next time I post a pick a card reading, you'll be notified. And group number 2, I'm really excited for you to kind of open up. I feel like that's what this transformation is about. It's opening up your 2nd chakra and moving that up into your heart center, because we all force sometimes. We all try too hard sometimes. But your transformation guides are coming in to provide multitudes upon multitudes upon multitudes of miracles for you to be able to start to feel more stable and more confident, to start to trust yourself again. You are required to take the break. They're going to be looking for it. They want you to be able to view your life and view what's been going on from a different perspective. And that's going to help you move into love, transform. It's going to help these relationships, it's so important to honor your feelings, right? And that's going to provide you insight for this beautiful new path. So pay attention to the miracles, allow your feelings to come to the surface, allow yourself to feel, pay attention to the synchronicities, and this opportunity will be presenting itself. The path ahead will be shown to you, or planning what you're going to do next will become much more easy. Your feelings matter, group number 2. I hope that this served you. Thank you so much. Hello, group 3, and welcome to your reading. Today we are receiving advice from your transformation guides. And if you're listening to this, you chose the 3rd card, the unicorn card, with purity. Immediately you can feel the magic of this card, of course, which I absolutely love for you. Group number 3. You've got a 45-9 here. And when I asked about that prior to hitting the record button, they were talking about how kind of a person you are and how you put yourself out there for other people, and sometimes you may be taken advantage of, and sometimes it's out of alignment with what your inner guidance is actually telling you because you're so pure of heart. It's really what it is. I'm interested to see what else is going to come up on this because you are a magical, magical being. I mean, we all are, but you just, group 3, you feel like, yes, always well-meaning, always kind, very compassionate. You may be empaths out there, feels very empathic. They're talking about people who love animals, who connect with the energy of nature. It's like you have this beautiful purity to you, hence the card, this white light that shines. But sometimes they were saying, sometimes you do it out of the kindness of your heart, but you're like, you've got blinders on to other things. And I think that may be changing here, where you're going to be a bit more aware and be able to protect yourself a bit differently here, is the line I'm getting for you, group number 3. I did just choose a card from the Healing with the Fairies to kick off your reading, and I am going to pull one here from the Secret Language of Color cards to close the reading. This will give us a color that you can work with and an alignment that you can be in. It'll also give your transformation guides a means to be able to use color to get you a message. Let's see here. No. Okay. We shall shuffle until it's right. Yeah. Like I said, we'll put it on top for you. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. All right, let's see what we have under Healing with the Fairies. Parenting and children. Interesting combo. Lots of transformation energy. Parenting and children. So this obviously may involve your children or your parents. I'm going to have to see what comes up because there's so many lines out. So whoever it is that's listening to this reading, I suspect there are different situations for sure going on, which is not weird, right? Because everybody has their own path. But this will involve for sure your parents or your children. That's what this message is about. So something is transforming in the relationships there. If that doesn't resonate with you, this may not be your reading because it feels pretty specific. And I can feel some like manipulation energy right off the bat before we pulled this. And so I'm assuming, but let's see what the cards have to give us. The Princess of Swords, and it's showing up reversed. And they want this one as well. The High Priestess card, which I believe, this is what I was feeling when they were like, sometimes it's not aligned. Like you feel very kind and nice. And if you are having some kind of issue with or a relationship that you have with your parent or your child is transforming, transitioning, then it just feels like sometimes you don't realize what's going on, and there may be some like, you know, there could be like another motive going on, but you just love. So you're not super aware until maybe after the fact. Okay, let's see what else they've got here. This is the Mystic Mondays mini. The Emperor. Okay, see, you're meant to really start to feel more grounded and be a leader in your own life. I feel like they're asking you to be aware through this transition. That's what I would say. That's what it feels like. Like they're going to be perking things up in order for you to be more aware. And one card for the end. They've also asked me to look at the bottom of both tarots that we'll be using for this reading. So we'll look at this. The World in the reverse position. Okay. The World is a card of completion energy. And it's showing up reversed there at the bottom. This tells me that you may not want things to change. So like, for instance, they're asking me to give some for instances. For instance, you may have a child who is going through the years where they don't really want to hang out with you anymore. And so, but you're like, please, you know, like you know, you're trying to, which is great and wonderful. But they just are trying to pull away to assert their independence a bit more. And you really just don't want that to end, that time to end. But it is transforming. It's transitioning. It's going to be a different, you know, season of life, if you will. Also, you may have an actual, like a parent transitioning, or that is like ill, for instance, or is going to be transitioning literally. And you don't want that to end, which is very understandable. This also could be, thank you. Okay, this is the last example I'm going to give. We'll keep moving. This also could be having to do with a relationship that involves your children or parents, meaning a romantic relationship, a relationship with a spouse, or a sibling, okay? And it's coming to a close. It needs to be completed. It's starting to transform. Maybe things have not been going certain the way that you want, and you're starting to notice things, and it's been unclear. Things have been unclear because, again, I just feel group number 3, you are just so compassionate and kind at your core. You come from a really pure place, right? A place of divine light and love. But I think sometimes that can set you up for, and it's manipulation or being taken advantage of is how they keep kind of putting it, which, you know, the other party may not even realize that is what they're doing. But nevertheless, this asks you to, I'm seeing what they want me to say with this. It's like, what are your transformation guides giving you with this World card reversed? It's like, don't delay it. Acceptance energy. Yeah. Okay. Let's look into these cards now. The Princess of Swords in the reverse position. The Princess of Swords is it's a page, the Page of Swords here. Curious, really exciting, new ideas coming in and being super innovative, moving things forward, getting those insights and yeah, see, right from spirit, you're getting those insights and moving them forward. But reversed here, again, this can be manipulating communication or someone making promises that they don't keep. So someone chattering on and just telling you what you want to hear, if you will. Again, I feel like you're such a loving being, group 3, and I'm so sorry if this has been happening, but it's transforming now. It's meant to be coming to a close, and they want you to be able to understand that so you can move forward in the best possible direction for you to actually feel much more grounded in your life, feel like you have authority in your life, like you are leading your life, like other people, like you don't have to wait for somebody else to make a decision or to do something, where it feels like naive a bit energy that they're trying to move you and transition you out of. So part of the transformation is eyes wide open and awareness energy around these kind of relationships that you may already understand are not, I'm trying to say it nicely, is like, even though the other people in the relationships may not be intending it, it is a taking advantage of or a manipulation. Now, the High Priestess is all about intuition, trusting and knowing what exactly is going on here, or knowing what to do. Okay? And so what they were saying before, as I said, before we turned on the record button, hit that record button, is sometimes what you're doing is outside of this energy. So they want you to be very aware, very in touch. Start a practice where you're talking to your transformation guides on a regular basis, because they're helping you. They want you to be able to walk around aware. Because it just always feels like, group number 3, that on the back end, you're like, oh my God, how did I not notice that? Or, you know what? I'm stuck with all of the heavy lifting. Or they promised me and they just didn't show up. Or, it's like almost getting ahead of it with your intuition, being able to recognize things and whatever has been going on in cycles, and understanding, no, I can see through that, or I can see that now before, or in real time. Thinking they just said in real time. So as it's happening, you're tapping into your intuition and you're understanding that it's happening. You're able to get information and guidance in real time from your transformation guides. This is literally helping you to transform in present moments, where before you wouldn't have been aware, you wouldn't have been paying attention, you wouldn't have noticed. And then someone could have come in and sort of manipulated the situation, say the right thing, to make promises, or yeah. And for some reason, there's a resistance to this ending, although this transformation feels so beautiful. It actually makes me feel like you're just going to be so grounded here with this Emperor card. As I said, the Emperor is the authority. It's a beautiful, structured leader who takes care of himself and is able to run his empire, right? So they're leading you to this place, or they want you to move through this transformation in order to feel much more grounded in your life. Because I think sometimes, because there's an emotional connection here, of course, parents and children, you have heart connections there. So it is emotional. And so if somebody does lie to you, or if they do tell you something, or if they do hurt your feelings, okay, it hurts. It doesn't feel good. And it's because your energy feels very, very wide open. And it doesn't mean that your heart connection wavers, is how they've said it. It doesn't mean that your heart connection wavers, group 3, when you start to actually protect your energy or become more aware. It doesn't mean that the heart connection changes. That stays. But what changes and what transforms is you. And it really just feels like the result, or the back end of it, is very different because you're aware in the moment. You're not noticing or figuring it out afterwards. And in doing this, you just feel so much more grounded. You feel proud of yourself, they just said. You feel proud of yourself. And it actually will allow your light to shine very, very brightly, much more brightly, because it's not clogged up with all of this emotional stuff, or this hurt, or this pain, etc. Okay. Let's see what else they're going to give us for you, group 3. Thank you in advance. Transformation guides. Wow. Almost every group has been getting some form of take a break energy. You're getting the Hangman here, upright. And we'll pull one more. Thank you. The King of Wands in the reverse position. I'll set this aside as we chat. Look at that lion. Look at him. He's like, don't mess with me, okay? I am the king of my domain. I'm a visionary. I honor myself. No, they're talking about the lizard on his... He has a lizard on his shirt. That may mean something for some of you. A lizard on his shirt. Okay. Yeah, an indication. If you see a lizard or see lizards, maybe an indication of your transformation guides coming through there and trying to help you in that moment there. Okay. The King of Swords, excuse me, the King of Wands in the reverse position is sometimes, he can be impulsive, but, okay. This may be on the back end of you starting to trust your intuition and here asserting sort of your taking control over your own life, leading your life. They're talking about, for some of you, you may butt up against a male figure that, because this card is reversed, that doesn't like that very much. Especially if they've been, you know, able to get their way, is how they're saying it, before. And if you're like, no, actually, that doesn't work for me, you might kind of get a bit of anger here, or, yeah, like somebody flying off the handle. So just be prepared for that. Also, they're talking about here that it may take some time for you to vibe into this energy, is what they're saying. Group number 3, because the King of Wands, he means business. Like, he doesn't, again, you can see he's the master of the suit. You don't really mess with the King of Wands, or at least I wouldn't advise it. He sees the bigger picture. He can see the landscape. And look, he's here with the Emperor cards. He can see the landscape. He is a visionary. He's very creative. He's a powerful leader, okay? And he's protective, okay? When he's reversed, they're just saying that it might take some time to really start to trust your intuition and feel more grounded in standing up to this kind of energy or whatever's happening in the relationship. The Hanged Man is a beautiful call from your transformation guides, right? The Hanged Man is the energy of a pause or a break that allows you to surrender and get more information, is how they just said it. Get more information. They just said, use this technique if you don't know. Meaning, if you're in a situation and your intuition is pinging and it's flagging you, or you're feeling really heavy energy, or you're starting to get irritated because you've taken on into your beautiful, pure energy, you've taken on some of this other person's vibe, like they're, you know, it's like their lower vibe, their lower vibrating energy, or you're picking up on some kind of manipulation energy, but you're not understanding quite what it is completely. They're saying that it's safe to like take a break and have those phrases in your back pocket, is how I like to say it. Meaning, you know what? I don't know. I'm a little bit confused, or I'm not sure yet. Let me just think about it and I will get back to you. These kind of phrases that allow you to have a moment, because the Hangman pauses, lets go, listens to spirit, listens within in order to be able to get the information, the intuitive hit, the intuitive knowledge, the bigger picture knowledge, right? So it may be difficult to kind of do that for you at first, but I feel like if you take the breaks and you start allowing yourself to do that, it's going to start to become more clear and more clear and more clear, and it's really going to transform the way that you work in that relationship. Okay, because you need the advice from your team. I'm going to look on the bottom to see what they have. The Four of Pentacles in the reverse position here. Okay. I'll show you. She's got her purse and she's holding it very closely to her. Oh my gosh. Okay. For some of you, this will be money. Because what they're saying is stop giving them money. They just said that because I'm kind of coupling it with this card, or that's how I've been asking about it. And this is like delay energy, not bringing it to a close. And then you've got this Four of Pentacles here in the reverse position. The Four of Pentacles can be a very stabilizing energy. It can also be an energy where you hold, like she's doing, you hold something too tight to your vest. You're really trying to control your money. You're trying to keep it. It also can be a very secure, like I said, stabilizing energy, which is nice. However, they're telling you to protect your money. And also, some of you, it'll be protect what is valuable to you as opposed to physical money, right? So if you're not giving this family member or this child or this parent or what have you money, then it'll be what you value, meaning maybe it's your time, maybe it's your energy, maybe you're constantly giving and giving and giving your time and your energy, and that needs to end here. Yeah, they just said, don't be so available. Okay, so don't be so available. I'll let you take that as it resonates, group 3. Don't be so available. But this is, they're wanting you to protect yourself with this card because something has to come to a close and you're going to need to assert your protection energy, using your intuition to, this is about, leading your life again, being the authority in your own life and protecting your money, your energy, your time, your mind. How they're saying it is mental status. So how it's affecting and afflicting, thank you, afflicting your mind. So massive protection here. They're calling for it. Both of these cards are reversed. This needs to close. You're transforming out of it. This needs to close. Protect yourself. Let's see what we have closing out this pyramid here. Ooh, yes. Yes. 10 of Swords for you, group 3. It does need to close, and it's going to. That's what this transformation is bringing. The 10 of Swords, of course, can be a painful ending. Maybe that's how it's going to show up for you. Lots of times, though, it allows a massive rising because it's over. It's over. And so, as I said, as you start to be more aware of what's being brought in for you, as you start to stop and take those breaks and listen to your true intuition and what's coming in for you, and noticing these places where you may have been taken advantage of before and making different choices that feel much more aligned with your own life, you may get some response that's not great. Either way, the cycle is meant to end. It's meant to come to a close. The 10 of Swords, as I said, can be a painful ending. 10s are closure endings, okay? However, and it may be a loss energy. However, it helps you rise. Transformation is about endings and beginnings. And they want me to make that clear. This cycle, they don't want you to keep delaying the ending of it, because I feel like there's part of you that's doing it. Either you don't want it to end, or you feel nervous with it ending. You don't know what the future holds. You want to be able to keep that heart connection or keep that relationship going. Yeah, very close connection with these transformation guides for you, group 3, so that you don't feel all alone in this. Because for some of you, this may be a really difficult transition or transformation that's happening in these relationships. But you're such a beautiful energy, group 3. You're so, as I keep saying, kind, compassionate, beautiful energy. You have this wonderful light. And just because they're your family or your close friends that you consider family, your parent, your child, or your sibling, or your spouse, it doesn't mean that they can take advantage of you or manipulate you. And your transformation guides are like, it's already transforming. It needs to end. Please don't delay this closure, okay? Start protecting yourself and listening and taking the breaks to listen so that you can feel like more in control of your own domain, more in control and feel so good. Like, I'm the authority in my life now. I'm not being manipulated. My eyes are wide open and I'm aware. Let's see what you have under this color card. So this will be something that you can align with, that you can work with, a color you can work with. Wow. I love that. See, the purity energy. Of course you get the white. White. Lighten up. Ooh, okay. Woo, okay. So lightness of spirit, lightening up. And honestly, your true nature, your true energy feels light to me. It may have been bogged down, okay, but it feels light to me. That's why they're trying to transform this energy. And they're telling you here, lighten up. This is also a 24/6, which is the Lover's card, which is being able to trust, and it's being able to trust your choices. So also they're telling you, you've got to be able to choose to lighten up. It's a choice that you make to release. So this, you can take this in a multitude of ways, and I would take it in both ways here. Nod. So everybody's nodding. So take it both ways, which are, number one, have some more fun, clear your energy, lighten your load, lighten up a bit, laugh, play. And two, literally become more light in your vibration, releasing some of this. In the end, that's what the goal is. It's ending, right? This painful situation may be ending, this turmoil, this manipulation, this change that might be happening, this transition, this new season of life. It's going to lighten your energy, clear your energy. So anything that you can do to choose in that space, right? Protecting yourself, not delaying things, listening, taking breaks when you need to, is going to be helpful. Okay, and to close out the reading, final guidance from your transformation guides from the Getting Into the Vortex deck. I am going to shuffle this blindly so I don't see what's on top of the cards. Ooh, that one fell out, so that is your card. Let's see. It says, wow, it's an 11, first of all. Okay, this is the Justice card. This is the Justice card, 11 to High Priestess. Okay, so we're reiterating again. The Justice card is one of fairness, coming back into balance, and of course, truth. So being able to be aware of what's going on and the truth. I have control of the vibration I offer. Yes, you do, group 3. You do. You have a beautiful energy. You certainly, most certainly do. Okay, so final word from your transformation guides, group 3. Once you begin to believe or expect good feeling things to come, you're in the vortex. And once you get in there, now you are a cooperative component. Now you get to rendezvous with all of the good stuff that you have put there. And you can train yourself there. You can do it in a day. You have control of everything that rendezvous with you when you get control of the vibration that you offer. And you get control of the vibration that you offer when you care about how you feel. Oh my goodness. I love this for you, group 3. I have control of the vibration I offer. So what they're saying here to close out your reading with this lighten up card is what you put out matters. And you are such a beautiful energy. It won't be difficult for you to put out a good vibe. It's also being very aware, right, of staying in that vortex energy, being able to protect yourself, being able to have your eyes wide open, your intuition there, and having a protection bubble, knowing what you're already dealing with, right, and trying to transition and transform through to a different way of being. When you care about how you feel. So you see that? It's important how you feel. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. They're saying this is also another nod for you, group number 3, to notice how you're feeling in these situations with these relationships. If you start to feel differently or more of a lower vibration feeling, then you're going to want to use the Hanged Man energy. Take that pause, take that break, have those phrases in your back pocket. If you feel like the protection that you have around you has wavered or something's gone on there, you're meant to reconnect so that you can get back to that grounded energy. Get back into the vortex of the vibration that you naturally offer, because it's such a beautiful energy. And just because, again, they're family members or people that you have heart connections with, it doesn't exempt them from hurting you, harming you, or like making you feel bad. Okay? In fact, most of the people that make us feel bad are the closest to us in order to help us learn our lessons, in order to help us learn how to assert ourselves, how to protect ourselves, how to listen to ourselves, how to trust ourselves. And that's the kind of transformation energy that you are in right now, group number 3. So remember, you have the control over the vibration that you put out into the world, and you can protect that. Because something is definitely coming to a close here for you with these familial heart connection relationships. I hope that you enjoyed your reading, group number 3. If you found this helpful, you can let me know by giving it a thumbs up or leave me a comment down below. If you know somebody else who you think may find this kind of a reading helpful, then please share it with them by all means. And hit that subscribe button, don't forget. And also hit that notification bell so that the next time I post a pick a card reading, you'll be able to go and get notified. I really am sending you out amazing vibes there, group number 3. You are beautiful beings. Thank you for letting me read for you. I'm so sorry you've been going through this, but you're meant to transcend it. For sure. You're transforming out of it. Your transformation guides are definitely going to be helping you through by giving you the nuggets, right? As long as you're allowing yourself to take these breaks and to know, just know, you do have the power to move into the authority leader of your life, right? To structure your life the way you want it, or to have your life the way you want it. You don't have to be at the mercy of whatever has been going on or manipulating or whatever these relationships have been bringing to your life. That's not the way it always has to be just because it's the way it's always been. That's exactly how your transformation guys just said it. So you have control over the vibration you offer. It's safe to protect yourself. This is coming to a close. And it's okay for you to take the pauses when you need to reconnect, to realign to this beautiful, pure magic energy that you naturally possess. I wish you nothing but the best. I hope that this served you. Thank you so much, group number 3. Hello, group 4, and welcome to your reading. We're getting advice from your transformation guides today. If you're listening to this, you chose the card all the way to the right, the Meandering Pathway card with flow. It's a 24/6, and so this may concern a relationship. We are going to find out. But how they were talking about it before I started this reading was by pointing out all these little dots here on the path, right? And of course, you've got a magician with a magic staff. And so clearly your transformation guides are going to be guiding you along the path, right? From one dot to the other. What they said was find the guidance, or like listen to the guidance, find the dot, and then choose. Find the dot and choose. Find the next dot and choose. And I don't know if they mean find, but it's like be open to the next dot. Notice the next dot. Notice the next message, sign, bit of magic. And then it's up to you, 24/6, choose. Then you choose. Trust yourself to choose, and then there will be another piece of magic, a bit of magic. So this is a nice, beautiful flow. Not only just trusting your transformation guides, but to lead you, of course, but also trusting yourself to flow, to know and to flow, they said, to know and to flow. Love that. You guys have perky guides. Not all of these readings have brought in a perky transformation energy guide, etc. So your guides are perkier, I feel. I feel like they're also quite innovative with their signs and messages. So some things may be kind of, if you open up to it, some of the signs they may be giving you will feel like they're pop right out of the blue. And you'll be like, whoa, this came up as if by magic. And it certainly is by magic. Oh, okay. If you feel called to work with Merlin, they're saying, he may be helping you transform through this. Merlin's a powerful guide. So that may not be for all of you. I chose already here from the Healing with the Fairies to kick off your reading. And I'm just going to choose a card for you from the Secret Language of Color cards. This will give you energy and color to kind of close out your reading that they want you to be aware of, to be able to align with if you'd like, etc. We'll see what comes there. First, let's take a look at this card. Quiet time. Wow. I will say now, every single reading has had an element of going within, surrendering, going within, listening within. Okay. And for you, this is showing up in the form thus far as quiet time. This is beautiful energy. Look, she looks so happy, this fairy. She looks so happy to kind of like be alone in nature, listening to herself, loving herself, and listening to her transformation guides. Yeah, on the banks. They mean like she's sitting on the banks. So it just feels, of course, like if you need a moment to make these choices or this choice when you get to the next piece of guidance or the next insight, that it's okay for you to break here. I don't mean break. I mean like take a break and have some time within yourself to think about it or to feel about it, they said. To feel about it. Because she is quite orangey, which is second chakra. That's about emotions. It's like a maroon though. So like grounding yourself and then feeling into it, seeing where your own internal flow is leading you. And then moving on from there, making the choice from there. The other piece of this is you're not going to choose wrong. If you're choosing intuitively, group 4, you're choosing right. And that's what's going to guide you through this path, this transformative path. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Ooh, Queen of Wands. Of course, you talk about second chakra. Confident energy. So confident choices, confident energy, inspired, creative, following your passion. Yeah, it's like, where is my passion leading me today? Maybe you're experiencing creativity and inspiration in the quiet time as well, or you're getting nuggets there in the quiet time. Ooh, 9 of Swords. Okay. This is a releasing worry card. This is a worry, stress, anxiety kind of energy. It's like you lose sleep. And in this deck, it's always interesting. She's curled up in a little ball here because she's just so stressed out and worried. Interesting that that's coming right next to a very confident energy with the Queen of Wands. Let's see what else. Listen there. They're talking about there's 2 sides to you. Group 4. Thank you. Knight of Pentacles. Upright. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight. However, he feels really good right now. He showed up in another reading, I think, or couple. But he feels really like he's making tracks here in the exact divine time. He feels like this energy. I get here, and then I make a choice. If I need to sit for a moment, then I use my quiet time to do that. Then I follow my passion, release my stress and worry around it. I mean, this calls, look, oh my goodness, yeah, okay. they said, just pull the last card. All right, let me pull this final card for the bottom of this pyramid, and then I will set it aside. We're gonna look at the bottom of each of these tarot decks today because that's what they've asked me to do. But first, you can see what to do. They're in the same position, right? They're both in that position. So when you do feel stressed, worried, or your mind is really bogging you down and making you anxious, then boom, quiet time. That's what's needed because you have such a beautiful, confident energy, group 4, and you can make these choices. So if you come upon a decision point in your path that you need to make, this is a transformative path, literally, meandering path. It's interesting. So they're telling you, like, you can kind of hang out for a while and decide. You're doing it with passion and confidence. So if that turns into stress and worry, boop, we go here. We transport her worried self into this beautiful environment or into a place where you feel is a sacred space, is how they just said it. That you feel is a sacred space for you. That's going to help you to move forward confidently. And yes, like I said, the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight. So it's one step at a time is how this transformation is going to happen for you. Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that, they just said. That's how it's supposed to, right? We saw that. This is it's one beautiful little nugget, one magical insight at a time that's being given. You're really tossing the ball back and forth with your transformation guides as they lead you and as you lead you. Now I'm going to look at the bottom of this deck here. Judgment in the reverse position. So this card is, for me, this deck and this card in particular is about markers on your path. So again, we're talking about a path. See, like, it's one door, you hit the marker, you move to the next one, you hit the marker. The Judgment card is about an up-leveling, a rising up, a rebirth energy, the transformation energy, right? It's like you've made it and you're almost to the World card where there is the completion and the success and the accomplishment energy. So this is you rising up. You've got it in the reverse position here. Oh, they said only you can stop you. And I suspect it's to do with this, group 4. Up in your head, worrying, trying to figure things out instead of flowing, which is the card you chose. So you're meant to flow through the path and you'll hit the markers nicely. You'll actually come out transformed, right? You don't get to the next marker if you're not doing what you need to do. They're divine markers on your path. They're not like when you want them, when you say so. It's like your spirit team, and in this case, your transformation guides will be looking for certain vibrational qualities, frequencies, certain choices, etc., that will allow you to ascend. That's just what it is. You'll feel the ascension happening. You'll know you're at the next marker. And because they're giving it to you reversed, they're asking you to please, please, please stay out of this energy and instead use that beautiful inspiration that you do have. Don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt your confidence. Don't doubt your beautiful, passionate self, okay? Don't doubt the way that you're choosing to move forward because as we said, it does not feel. Although she is a fiery energy, she is not the Knight of Wands. She is the Queen of Wands. So you're going to be able to make confident decisions. They don't want you doubting yourself with this card. And it's a step-by-step process here. So anytime you feel the worry, just allow yourself to have the quiet time and remember the truth they just said about who you are. This will allow you to make those choices. Beautiful. Okay, let's see what they're going to give us here from the Keepers of the Light deck. King of Swords, reversed. High-level decision-making, very innovative, visionary type of leader, great communicator. Yeah, they're saying he lives his life based on the truth. Okay, guys. it's almost as if, yeah, okay. It's almost as if sometimes you can like get ahead of yourself, the confident energy, and then, interesting. And then you can kind of like feel out of whack about it. And this may create some worries. It's like your mind can take hold and sometimes manipulate you into thinking, you have to do it now, you have to do it now, you have to do it now. Like, so determined that it spills over into your ego, and then all of a sudden your ego's running it instead of that beautiful intuition energy. Okay, so it comes out of flow and goes into have to, should tos, I'm trying, I try to, I got to, that kind of energy. And this will block. This will block you from being able to receive that insight. Also, when he's reversed like this, it's like you have to listen to your inner truth, hence the quiet time energy. So if you're feeling blocked or like there was, you make a misstep and you're like, what the heck? I was so confident about that. That worked before, or whatever it may be. Then you know that it's a time, you start worrying about it, right? You know it's a time to kind of go within and seek your inner truth, because the King of Swords is, like they said, he only, what I forgot exactly what they said, but he only resides in the truth, or he only works with the truth. So if you don't have that inner truth right in your hand, ready to use, or if you're not coming from that place and that intention, it's going to be important for you to, you know, be able to access it. However it is you can, they said. However it is you can. Also, when he's reversed, he can be like, you know he's powerful, but he's not boisterous about it. He doesn't talk about how powerful he is. You know, he doesn't talk about how amazing he is. He just keeps it to himself. You know, he knows his truth, and that's good enough for him. And so that kind of coupled with, that's why I'm getting that energy group 4 of like, sometimes you get ahead of yourself where you're like, I'm amazing, yes. And then it turns into like an ego-centric kind of thing that doesn't really serve there. I'm going to look for one more here, please. Okay, and this is it. Ah, look at that. Ace of Wands, I'll set this down as we will be looking at the bottom. Look at that. What a spark of inspiration and joy. They just said, what a spark of inspiration and joy. I mean, you got a lot of this magic fire going on. Magic nuggets going on here. Her wings kind of look like fire, they said, don't they? Her wings kind of look like fire. So Ace of Wands is creative, new beginnings, new inspiration, stepping into your willpower in order to be able to take that next step. Take that next step. Yeah. Move it forward, right? You're stepping out of the worry. You're allowing yourself to have a moment. This provides you with the perfect spark that you need, the perfect piece of inspiration that you needed. And then your desire comes back and you're able to take that next step. It's almost like you're like, ooh, and there's a flame. Got it. Now I'm moving to the next next one. Love that. This just tells you, group 4, that you 100% have access. When you allow, you have access to these new insights all along your path. So as you're continuing down your path of transformation, boom, there it is. And you don't have to be, they just said you don't have to be afraid of it. It will come exactly when it's meant to. You're not meant to try, you're meant to flow. And then you'll hit this point and go, oh, that's it. Oh my goodness, I know exactly what I want to create. Oh my goodness, I know exactly what I need to do with that. Oh my goodness, right? I know exactly how I need to talk about that. I know exactly what I need to move. I know exactly what, however it relates to you. Let's see what's on the bottom here. Oh my goodness. Doubling down. So yeah, you've been worried here. You've been spending some time in your mind there, group number 4. 9 of Swords again. But this time you're getting it reversed. So as you can see, she's sad and worried and in distress. But there's your transformation guide, bringing in another little miracle or nugget. Okay, you're getting it reversed. They're giving it to you reversed here. Whenever I read this card reversed, or most painful cards in the tarot reverse, I like to think of it as the opportunity for you to rise up out of that, with the help, of course, of your beautiful transformation guides. So don't worry. You have the ability to do it. They're telling you how to do it, right? We've already gone over that. You know how to do it now. And it requires you going within yourself, but for them to double down on this, it's like, it's important, right? It's important for you to understand that, group 4, that whatever worries you have in your mind, whatever stress, you are a confident, beautiful person. You know how to make great decisions for yourself. You can move forward on your path ahead, totally inspired. New spark of inspiration, new spark of inspiration. You can access your inner truth. You can do that. You don't have to be like on fire all the time, telling everybody about everything. You can actually meander down your path, your divine path, transforming along the way, making beautiful decisions, and releasing all of this stress and worry around it. And again, we're coupling it with the Judgment card reverse. So it's like coming out of self-doubt, coming out of your mind, okay, in order to ascend. Not ignoring your intuition anymore. Instead, really listening. Instead of listening to your mind, you're listening. You're taking that time out and you're listening to your inspiration. You're listening to your intuition. You're listening to your inner feelings. Let's see what we have to close out this pyramid. The 6 of Pentacles in the reversed position. Let's see what they have to say about this. The 6 of Pentacles is a card of balance here. It's also Pentacles, so it has to do with, you know, physical, earth element. It's also about money. If in the future, on your path of transformation, group 4, or as you continue to transform and continue down your path, okay, as you're making steps and moves, they're saying that there may be some investments along the way. That's what they're saying, especially on the back of this Ace of Wands here, connected to that. So you may receive insights, or, you know, you may tap into your inner truth and go like, oof, I might need to spend some money here, or I might need to invest in something that's actually going to help me continue along my beautiful flowing path forward. And if that's the case, they're asking for you to allow yourself, allow the flow. So because it's reversed, I'm just feeling like it might be scary for you to do that, to invest in yourself, or to invest in your business perhaps, or to invest in your home. But they're telling you it's going to actually balance things out to do that. Like sometimes you have to give a little to continue forward, right? Sometimes if that is the aligned action, then you're coming up on a choice. They want you to be aware here that it's a balanced energy that is created when you give there. So if you feel like you have to make an investment of, especially on the physical plane, so of your time or your money, it's going to come back to you to balance things out and help you to continue move forward on this path of transformation, group 4. So just be very aware of being like, yeah. Well, either side of the spectrum, they said. So overspending, overinvesting, overspending outside of your means, or not being willing to invest at all in anything. And when you know it's what you're meant to do. So you don't want to blind yourself and go like, I'm just going to do whatever I want and I'm not going to check in anymore. Meaning I'm not going to check into my intuition. That may cause you unneeded stress and worry down the line. But you also don't want to be not making an investment if that's what you're being called to do when you come to these beautiful little points of divine decisions that you're meant to make. Because again, you feel like you're in a very amazing co-creation process with your transformation guides, because they are dropping the breadcrumbs, they're dropping the spirit nuggets, they're dropping the signs and messages for you to see. And if some of them include investing of some of your time or money, they're telling you here, don't be stingy. If you know it's the right thing to do, but also don't spend out of your means, you know what I mean? The quiet time will allow you that reconnection. It may also be involved in, they're drawing my attention to this. This may also block getting to the next marker, or may be involved in getting to that rebirth energy with the Judgment card, or like I said, to the next level, to the next doorway. Okay, so important to note that. They're giving you a nice heads up there. There may be investments that need to be made on your path as you're flowing forward. Group number 4. Okay, let's see what we have under this color card for you. Jade. Take action. Green. Take heart-centered action. The green is your heart chakra. 32-5 is the Hierophant. So you're taking heart-centered action with the spiritual wisdom that you're using, the connection that you're using, okay, to flow. Looks very like this is another part of this forest or something. Like we're in the same forest, we're just looking up now. You know, we're on, this is like you literally on the path looking up, right? When here we're just seeing a layout of the path. So group 4, yep. As I said, the co-creation piece, tap into your heart center, tap into this confidence, because you can make the best decisions for yourself. I know that you can already. And so do your transformation guides. And that's kind of how I know, right? They're telling me like they can do this and we're ready to go, because this transformation path is amazing and it's happening. And we're going to be asking for them to make choices and to make investments perhaps, but new, sparky, amazing, inspiring insights are going to come. The newness of this, new path, new inspiration, new creativity, and then being able to move forward step by step along the way, taking inspired action. So love that for you. If you feel called to use the color jade or connect with the color jade, that may serve you very well, group number 4. It feels like a path of possibility. Okay, and last but not least, this is the Getting into the Vortex deck, Esther and Jerry Hicks, Abraham energy, and I'm going to shuffle for the final word, shuffling blind here so I don't see, for the final word from your transformation guides. What do they want to tell you to close out this reading? No, okay. It's kind of fun to shuffle blind and you just can't see. Is that? No. Ooh, thank you. Okay. 52-7, this is the Chariot card, moving forward with your willpower, taking inspired action, of course, not surprising. That 7 is coupling this Jade card, 32-52. Okay, it says, feeling negative emotions means I'm launching requests. Okay, group 4, final word and direction from your transformation guides. As more people observe hardship and strike a tense, resistant pose, and therefore disallow their own well-being, others use them as their reason to do the same. And in a very short time, a very negative pattern of resistance can sweep through your population. Whoa. The good news is, the good news in this scenario is that in every moment that every person is feeling negative emotion about the economic state, vibrational requests for more abundance are launched. And those requests are heard clearly and responded to immediately by source. Interesting. Whoa. This is kind of next level here. Group 4. Okay, let's see. I'm just gonna... They're like talking about money again, economic state. Oh, they just said it's much more than that. In every moment that every person is feeling negative emotion about the economic state, vibrational requests for more abundance are launched, and those requests are heard clearly and responded to immediately by source. By source meaning your transformation guides. Ah, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, thank you. They're talking, okay, this is a little complicated, but I'm gonna translate. What they're talking about is being able to understand that if you have a negative emotion, then it provides you with what it is that you do want, even though it may be attached to something that you don't want. So if you are noticing, group 4, that as you are moving along your path and you're seeing these insights, or you're in between, in transition and on your transformation path, and you're not knowing where the next one is coming, or you're not sure what to do, or you're feeling these kind of emotions with the 9 of Swords that they double down on, it will, if you stop for a moment to understand where that emotion is coming from, meaning back it up to the thought that you're having, which will probably be one of stress or anxiety, and realize what it's connected to, you can switch it to understand what it is that you do want and choose to think that and feel in that vibrational frequency as well. Instead. So that will send out a signal for even more abundance, as opposed to staying in this stressful lack energy. If you need to take a moment to yourself to be able to go through that process, then fine. Because this is pretty, it's like, yeah, with the Chariot energy, it's like if you need to take a moment to move through that process, then fine. And also, just this statement, feeling negative emotions means I'm launching requests. It's because you want something better, right? And so the key is to, like, if you're feeling anxiety or stressed out, you definitely don't want that anymore. Of course, nobody does. But if you stay in it and you keep thinking that, okay, you're going to be in that frequency. Instead, what they're trying to get you to understand is there needs to be a moment where you recognize how you're feeling, what it's attached to, so that you can kind of basically ask yourself for the opposite. Ask yourself what you actually do want by understanding and feeling negatively. I know that sounds like a roundabout way to do it, but hey, these are your transformation guides. So again, because we do have the 2 9 of Swords here for you, group 4, I would say just pay attention to how your mind is stressing over things. And if you feel stressed out or anxious, you know that it's coming from your mindset about it, because the truth is you're a beautiful, confident, inspiring being who can flow and co-create with your transformation guides on your beautiful path forward, who can get to the next marker and release the worry. And they're kind of telling you here, if you have something that you don't want, or you're worrying about something that you don't want, what you need to do is transition into thinking about what you do want. And that may require some quiet time for a moment, accessing the truth, and then you'll be sending out a vibration of abundance again, which is going to allow you to get that spark energy, move into the confidence, and make those strides forward. And again, you have that little warning here. Invest in what it is that you know you need to invest in order to create even more abundance and balance on the path forward for you. Whew, okay. I'm just asking if there's anything else. Okay, thank you. Okay, so that was your reading, group number 4. I hope you enjoyed it. If you found it helpful, please let me know by giving it a thumbs up or leaving me a comment below. If you know someone else that you think might enjoy it, feel free to share it with them, of course. And don't forget to go over and hit that subscribe button and click the little notification bell. That will allow you to know the next time that I post a pick a card reading. And this feels like a very high vibing group to me, and a very confident, energetic, creative group that sometimes gets lost in their head. So if you are getting lost in your head, remember your goal is to flow through this transformational path. You have those transformation guides that are just going to be dropping those beautiful little nuggets of magic. Yeah, they said, don't forget to, if you feel called to work with Merlin, fine. And don't be afraid to invest in yourself and invest in your ideas or invest in what your heart knows to be true in the future, because you are on the path to rebirth and transformation. Of course you are. And it shows that when you trust yourself and you access your divine truth, however it is that you need to do that, right? However it is you need to take time out to do that, you do make these beautiful strides ahead to help you on this beautiful transformation path that you're on. And it helps you to get back into that frequency of abundance as you're moving forward. So I hope that you enjoyed your reading. As I said, I hope it served you. And thank you so much, group number 4.